What if Ronaldo signed for Arsenal? Or what if Haaland signed for Everton? Today, we're going to be looking at transfers that almost happened. We're going to create a team and play a couple of games. But if I lose, we will be spinning the discard wheel. And trust me, today's team is very expensive. Let's go. Most of these transfers are very strange. And if they did happen, you'd be like, what? The first one is Rivaldo. Yep, the Brazilian icon, Barcelona legend. Overall, just a beast. He almost signed for Bolton. Yeah, Bolton. You heard me right. Bolton were a decent side back in the day. Nothing compared to like a Barca, but they were Premier League standard. Allardyce or Sam Allardyce went out and tried to get him. Rivaldo's reply was convincing. He said, I want the challenge of trying to get Bolton into Europe for the first time in their history. It's an exciting time. But then just weeks later, Allardyce comes out in the newspapers and says, yeah, it's not happening. So yeah, easy as that. I don't know. He even said he wants to get them into Europe, and then suddenly he's like, no, don't feel like it. Barcelona's probably a better option. So the first player we're going to be putting into the team is Rivaldo. The prime, obviously, he doesn't go for too much money, 400k, but very nice card. Very one-footed card. Moving on swiftly. We've got another one. This here is probably one of the most controversial ones of the video, and it is Steven Gerrard.
He's the best football player in the world.
And you're probably wondering, wait, Gerrard? He stayed at Liverpool his whole life, but it nearly was incorrect. He was linked heavily with Chelsea. So imagine that. Chelsea, obviously we always compare Lampard and Gerrard and all of that. We almost had them together on the same team. Now that would have been outrageous. Or it might not have worked, you never know. But in 2004, he wanted to leave, but then they brought in a new manager, Rafa Benitez, and that same year, he carried them to that famous win over AC Milan in the Champions League final. And Gerrard decided, you know what? I think I'm going to stick around. And he did. And the rest was history. He went on to win many cups, slipped a few times, and yeah, that's it. Gerrard to Chelsea is the next player that we're going to be putting into the team. So we're going to get prime Gerrard into the mix. Like I said at the start in the intro, boys, if I lose the game, this is an expensive team. That's already 1 million coins right there. Moving on to the third player, Lewandowski. Yes, Lewandowski, the crazy goal scorer, Polish legend. In 2010, a 21-year-old Lewandowski had interest from Blackburn. Yeah, Blackburn Rovers. And they really wanted him. They submitted a £4 million bid, which is quite a lot considering it was back in 2010. But guess why this move didn't happen? You've probably heard of it. Some of you might not have if you're younger. Why didn't this move happen? A volcano erupted and caused ash or whatever, so he couldn't fly over. So the move kind of just fizzled out. And yeah, so Lewandowski is in the team. As you can see there, we've gone for his one to watch. And yes, he is that centre back. You're damn right. Yeah, you're probably wondering why. When you see the rest of the team, you'll realize why. Lewandowski, centre back. Could have gone to Blackburn, didn't. Volcano, boom. Now this is probably one of the biggest ones in the video. This one's kind of crazy. Up front, we have the striker position empty, right? Guess who we're going to be putting in there? Mr. CR7 himself was linked to Arsenal before his famous move to Man United. Now Ronaldo was almost influenced to join Arsenal back in 2008. Arsene Wenger took him to the ground, showed him the facilities, he did everything, and they didn't want to pay money. They even gave him a shirt. They gave him a shirt, Ronaldo, with number 9. Number 9, can you imagine that? CR9. Who wants CR9? They nearly signed him. They didn't want to pay the money. Guess how much they offered? Man United bought him for 12.5. They wanted to offer him £4 million for Ronaldo. Arsenal, mate, you're a bit tight in your pockets, aren't you?
It's not too bad.
So, like I said, that striker position is going to be none other than the rule breaker CR7. Moving on swiftly, but staying in North London, we have got another Arsenal transfer. This one, a bit different. Ibrahimovic. Arsenal could have signed Ibrahimovic and Ronaldo. Now, this one's kind of funny because at just 16 years old, Arsenal wanted to sign him. They give him a call. Ring, ring. Zlatan, come and join Arsenal. We'll give you a trial. Zlatan's reply to that was, Zlatan doesn't do auditions. Hangs up the phone. Now, that is just at 16 years old. I love it. Now, I am going to put Ibra in the team, but I am not paying nearly 3 million coins for this Centurion version because I'm broke. Just sum it straight up. So we're looking at the normal gold version, shall I say, of Zlatman. And yeah, and I'm also putting him in goal. By the end of it, you'll realize I don't have a goalkeeper. So yeah, 6'5" Zlatman is in goal. Moving on swiftly to number 6. Oh, I'm rocking this shirt for a reason. If you want to see the back of it, I don't know if you can read it. I got a big back. We're moving on to Zinedine Zidane. He could have gone to Blackburn Rovers as well, same as Lewandowski, but this was obviously a lot earlier. The Headbutt King could have signed for them in 1996. That's just after Blackburn won the Premier League back then. And the manager said he wants to sign Zinedine Zidane. He's been watching him. He loves the player. He wants to sign him. The chairman comes back and says, why would you want to sign Zidane when we've got Tim Sherwood?
Who?
Tim Sherwood. I'll be honest with you, ain't got a Scooby-Doo. Not a clue. Boom. Zidane is in the team. And like I said, look at this team. This team is expensive. If I'm spinning this wheel, I could be screwed. Next up, boys, is a strange one. It is Nabil Fekir. He's going to go in the team. He was basically 100% proved. Like, he was in a shirt. Like, he was going to sign for Liverpool. He had an interview. He was all in the Liverpool shirt. It was basically 100% confirmed. When suddenly at the last minute, some sort of rumor came out saying that he's got an injured knee and the medical and whatever. And this apparently, according to Fekir, was someone in his agency kind of like put in a lie or whatever. And he said he was perfectly fine. He passed the medical, but Liverpool just didn't want to take any chances, and the deal just fell through there and then. So the next player in the team is Nabil Fekir. Fekir is in at right back. Yes, I know the team is mad jumbled and it makes it harder for me, but it's a challenge. We love a challenge, and it looks a bit mad, but it's still expensive. I'm buying the most expensive cards. Let's move on to number 8. Now this, crazy. If this happened, it could have changed his career completely. He could have been a different player. He might not even be the player that he is today. It is Erling Braut Haaland. Now you're wondering, where could he have signed for? Everton. Imagine he went to Everton. Where would he be today? So at 16 years old, Haaland was invited to a 4-day trial at Everton's academy. And after the 4 days, they just didn't like what they saw and they said no. Oh boy, what a mistake that was.
Watching all this, the reaction.
Right, boys. So Haaland is in the team at left back. Yes, left back. You heard me. Look at the defense. I'm not going to concede anything. Next up is a 2-for-1, like at your local Sainsbury's. In the early 2000s, Rangers Football Club up in Scotland, they contacted Barcelona. They said, Barcelona, listen, I want to get a couple of your players on loan. We need some players. Guess who they asked for? Lionel Messi. Yeah, they asked for Lionel Messi. He was about 13 years old at the time, and the manager of Rangers, his son used to play Football Manager, or back then it was called Championship Manager, and he found Messi on the game and was like, you need to sign him. He's going to be the best player in the world. So he just calls them. He said, based on that information, he calls them and he says, listen, we need this guy from you. And they was like, no chance. They wouldn't take him. They would said no to him on loan. They said no to buying him. But then Barcelona were like, okay, we feel kind of sorry for you, so we'll see, we can give you someone else. And then he was like, who? And it's a player that's a few years older, and guess who it is? Andres Iniesta. They said, you can have Andres Iniesta on loan. He was like, no problem. He was about 18, 19 years old at the time. They was like, brilliant, we'll have him on loan. He can get some experience. A few days later though, Iniesta gets put into the first team, plays a game. From there, it was history. You know what happened with Iniesta. He stayed there his whole life apart from when he went to Japan. Unlucky. You missed out on the good one there, I'll be honest. So we've got a 2-for-1. We're going to put in 2 players into the team. Obviously, we're going to put in Messi at this right wing position. But you're saying, wait, Iniesta's not in FIFA, is he? No, he's not. But we've got the next best thing. His partner in crime, Xavi. We've got Xavi in the team. I know there's no Iniesta. I could have gone for Gavi or Pedri, the next Iniesta, but I've gone for Xavi simply because that was literally like his partner. They ran the midfield for years. So Xavi's in the team, and we've got 1 spot left. And you're probably wondering, will I have a defender in this whole team? Yeah, I will. Thankfully, I've got a defender. I can't believe it. I'm so happy right now. And it is none other than Mr. Big Virgil van Dijk. It was Neil Warnock. While he was manager of Cardiff, he did an interview and he said, while I was at Crystal Palace, I had a chance to sign Van Dijk, and his scout calls him and he says, we're looking at Van Dijk, but I don't think he's fast enough. He's quite slow. So Warnock says, okay, no problem. We won't sign him. He was available for £6 million. Just 6 million. And they said, we can't sign you. You're not fast enough. Look where Neil Warnock is. I wonder if that scout still has a job, because I don't reckon so. That's where they cut ties. So the last player going into the team is Mr. Virgil van Dijk. Of course, that team looks god awful, to be honest with you. Yeah, terrible. I have got Messi on loan. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose so many games. But I do have a couple of honourable mentions. And yes, I did just burp there. Obviously, I'm a United fan every single year for the last 15 years. Schneider was meant to come to Man United. We've signed him. He's coming. He's this, he's that, he's that. It never happens. It never will. He's done. I don't know who makes up that story every year, but it comes back around every year. There's also a few weird ones. Another Scottish team, I believe, St Mirren. Don't kill me for the pronunciation. They were going to sign Ronaldinho. Yeah, Ronaldinho, Scotland. But due to some sort of legal issues or something like that, he didn't sign. But imagine, De Gea, he was going to sign for Real Madrid on transfer deadline day. What happens? He doesn't, because the fax machine is too slow. It goes after the time. And because of that fax machine taking too long, it didn't go through. Oh well, he's good for us, I guess, sometimes. Last but not least, we've got Mr. Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, that whole Real Madrid saga, will he go, will he not, will he go? He probably still will. He will probably go at the end of this season. But last year, it looked like he was about to sign for Real Madrid. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, he signs a massive money contract with PSG. And now he basically runs the club. He tells everyone what to do. Who knows where he's going to go next? So that is the team. We're going to play 3 games. If I lose, I have to spin the discard wheel. Right, boys, first game. Let's look at this guy's team and see what he's got. Okay, I can win this. I've got to remember, I'm playing on like no chemistry. Rivaldo. Oh, good block. Well done, Fekir. No shot, no shot. Please. Have mercy on me, please. Incara Messi. Not there, Messi, you dwarf. Ronaldo. So we're back in it. We're back in it. We're back in it. Yeah. The game is not over yet. Yes, Ronaldo. He's offside. Oh. Messi, 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 Incara Messi, Incara Messi. What a goal. I don't know how that counted. I'm pretty sure I was offside. That was like the Man United one against City. Zizou. We're back in it, boys. We're back in it. I'm telling you, the comeback is on. Zizou's in there. Zizou. Yeah. The team on the back of the... Let's go. 2-0 down. We come back 3-2. I'm not spinning that wheel. Moving into the second game, boys. Can we remain undefeated? I don't even know how we won that game. Haaland on the wing. Whip it. Ronaldo. Oh, he's pulling wide. That's why you're in the Saudi Arabian League, you Finnish player. No, Miroslav. Look, Miroslav, look. Ibra likes you. No. Yes, Miroslav, you fraud. Miroslav, look, listen. Miroslav, why are you sweating it? This is going to be one of the longest games I've played. Oh! No! Messi! Yes! Let's go! The GOAT! No. Zlatan. Oh, Ibra saved it. Ibra made a save. Ibra made a save. No! As soon as they're through, it's just a goal. It's a goal. And he's griddying against a team with one centre-back, no goalkeeper. He's Ronaldo. No way. Has he... Zidane, what the flip, man? Oh, allow it. What is the point of Ibrahimovic? Yes, Rivaldo. Haaland, can you do something, you big Viking? De Gea is in goal. Ibra has been quick sold. Yeah, you heard me, right? 1 win, 1 loss so far. So we've got 1 spin of the discard wheel. Are we going to spin it again after this game? That looks beatable. More beatable than the other team. And now we've got an actual goalkeeper. We might actually have a little bit of a chance. Rivaldo's turned up to training today, isn't he? He's eating his Weetabix today, isn't he? Rivaldo? That's why Bolton wanted him. Bloody, what a goal. Oh, Zidane, what a touch. Hold it. I am not discarding anyone. He's gone. He's gone. See you later. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy yourself. Let's go spin this discard wheel once. Right, boys, so I have muddled the team ever so slightly. We're going to get the wheel up and we're going to see who we end up having to discard. I'm looking for a left back, centre mid, or left centre mid, and at most the right centre mid. That's what I'm praying for. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Come on, please. Please do not be bad. I don't want to discard again. I discarded in the last video. Please. Please. We just got Messi. Could be worse. It could be worse. Let's go and discard Messi. 69k. Lovely. There you go, boys. As you can see, Messi is in the team. Messi is in to the upgrade. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if I missed out any other transfers that you guys know down below. Make sure you like and you subscribe if you're new around here. And I'm out. Peace.